Hey church, just want to take a quick minute to check in and to talk about Easter. I promise this every year, and although our Easter service is online, this year is no exception. At Crossroads, the gospel will be presented in a very clear way, and a very clear invitation to respond will be given. I'm pumped not only for our church, but for churches all across our community, for churches all across our country, because I believe we have a very rare opportunity. Right now, people are quarantined to their houses. What are they doing? They're sitting behind phones, tablets, and computers. In the past, when you invited someone to an Easter service, you had to convince them to do several things. You had to convince them to get out of bed. You had to convince them to get dressed. If they have kids, you had to convince them to get their kids dressed. We all know that's a nightmare. You had to convince them to get in their vehicle. You had to convince them to drive somewhere. You had to convince them to do something that was probably new and uncomfortable. This year, when you invite someone to an Easter service, you don't have to convince them to do any of those things. All you have to do is to convince them to sacrifice 45 minutes of their time. They don't have to get out of bed if they don't want to. They don't even have to get dressed if they don't want to. And I believe God is going to use this Sunday to allow more people to hear the gospel in one day than ever before. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. As soon as this video is over, go through the contact list in your phone, get on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, go to your friends list, scroll through that list. And as you're scrolling through your contact list, as you're scrolling through your friends list, pray and ask God to lay specific people on your heart. And as He does, reach out to those people. Send them a link to our church website, send them a link to our church Facebook page, and personally invite them to join you online this Sunday at 11 a.m. This week, we will stream out through all of our normal channels at our normal time. Our church Facebook page, our church website, and the church app at 11 a.m. But in addition to that, this is new and exciting, we will also air on Heart Cable Channel 3 at 11:30 a.m. So just to be clear, all of our normal channels, Facebook, church website, church app, at our normal time, 11 a.m. But then we will also air on Heart Cable Channel 3 at 11:30 a.m. So please be in prayer. Please help us spread the word. Today is Friday, but you better believe Sunday is coming. The tomb is empty. Christ is risen. Happy Easter. Have a great weekend.